Oh, wait, the Globes. There's so much to talk about.
Oh, wait, yeah, you wanted to talk about Golden Globes.
You didn't watch.
I have a confession.
You don't care.
I don't care.
You don't give a shit.
Listen, but that's not to say I won't talk to you about it, but I just feel like
you don't care. You are not.
Your love of awards season.
You don't care.
I don't care. Hi, I'm Champion to the Stars, Phoebe.
And I'm Jacques.
And welcome to Do You Ever Feel Like?
Where we ask the questions everyone's thinking and no one's answering.
And when we said we would be back in February, what we really meant was, girl, I got shit to say.
Yeah. What we really meant was the first week of January.
But here's the thing. Like, sometimes you just want to make stuff, you know? Like, sometimes you just need to get on the pod. So, like, I'll break that rule.
Oh, and like, are there rules? No.
Also, like I said to you in our meeting yesterday, I think I've discovered something about myself. Don't tell me when to work. Don't tell me when to work, because I don't want to work if you're going to tell me to work. Mm-hmm. But when I'm not supposed to be working, not quote unquote not supposed to be working, that's my prime time.
Yeah, I mean, makes a lot of sense.
What do you want to say? What do you want to say right now? What do you want to say right now?
I want to say
honesty zone. Honesty zone.
Therapy. We're going to do therapy.
No, it's not therapy. You know what? We're going to do our ins and out. You know what's out? Therapy.
Therapy. Therapy. No, I mean, optional defiance is a thing. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes. Disorder. You're forgetting the disorder.
You tell Phoebe that Phoebe has to do something, she's not going to want to do it.
Don't piss me off.
Yeah. That's the thing. That
they call it something in like the autistic diagnostic process where it's like a PDA profile. So it's like defiance,
oppositional defiance disorder.
No, but P. What's the P? Oh, they call it like you have whatever. I don't know. You know what? Guess what? Don't fucking care. Fuck off. Like,
don't tell me on something.
You know what's out? Diagnoses.
That's hilarious.
Okay, anyway,
we're back.
I don't know. We're back. We're back, baby. Mm-hmm. I feel like we're a constant state of backness.
I mean, here's the thing. This is what I love about what we've built. Actually.
Yeah.
Factually, like the fact that we can just be like, you know what? Never mind. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. You know, I think that's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think it goes both ways, right?
Yeah.
It's like, actually, I don't want to do that. Actually, pod. Anyway, how was your break? You were miss booting around town, and then you got sick.
I got sick. Oh, did I get sick? Yes. It was wild. I think that it was nice. It was travel. It was nice. It was a nice Christmas time. Mm-hmm. I really did. I was supposed to do 3 trips. Like a
3
maniac. I was supposed to go to see my mom.
Oh, right. You're going to go to Arizona as well.
Have the day trip in New York and then go see my nephews. And I'm so glad I didn't do that. Not just because I didn't get sick.
Wait, did Jack just like Spider-Man roll across so that he didn't? Yeah, that's hilarious. Still saw you, boo.
But also, if it's not that, I don't want anything else. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I don't want anything else.
I don't think I've ever seen. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I just think it's so fun. Like, going up from the ground.
Whatever. I'm so glad I had the stage. That because like the way that it all worked out, I also remember us being like, oh, we'll be back on the 2nd, even though there's only like 2 days in that week or whatever. And I'm so glad we waited till this week because like that would have been so dumb. Yeah.
I don't even want to work this week.
I know.
Like literally all like December 27th to January 2nd, I was like trying not to work.
I know.
like really hard.
Yeah.
I only left like a couple of notes in Slack.
I was so proud of you.
And then thank you. But then like that, like whatever last weekend was, I feel like I finally like succumbed.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I arrived and I'm like, no, we can't go back now. Like I just started.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to
It's
be
like
back.
when you're on vacation, you feel like you find like you're like adjusted to the time zone or whatever, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean, look, goal of 2025 is to have the whole month, but we took a good chunk of December off, which I was proud of us for.
yeah, I was not.
Yeah, because December 1st hit and Phoebe was like, no.
Bye.
Especially with your
Yeah.
birthday, which I can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Okay,
It's my
can
birthday.
we just talk about my hair for like 5 seconds and what
Why?
it's doing?
Why? Okay, sure.
Because I tried the
Are you liking it?
I liked it because I tried the sock trend. Have you seen this?
Yes.
I did it. Doesn't it look good?
Yeah, it looks great.
I've done various versions of that before.
You don't really put a curl in your hair often.
I don't. I should. I've done various versions like of like a twist, like a no heat curling like moment, but like this was super easy. It took me 5 seconds. Done.
I look like a founding father when I do the sock thing. I have too much frizz.
Oh, well, you have
in my
actually
hair.
curly hair, right?
I wouldn't even really call it curly. Like it's frizzy.
I see.
That's what I feel like my hair texture is. My brother's got like properly curly hair.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
I was
Or like
excited
Simon.
about it.
Simon's got like great curly hair.
You know, but then I'm doing it last night, and I'm like, this is why I don't do shit like this.
You slept in it?
Because yeah, you have to sleep in this debauchery. I don't understand.
Wait, did you buy the thing?
No,
Okay.
of course not. I have socks.
Yeah, but there's like a thing.
I know. Now I'm getting all the fucking ads for it because I clicked the
Yeah.
one reel and did the sock reel. Now I'm getting
Yeah.
all these like heatless curler ads.
Yeah.
No. But I was like, how do people sleep? Like, this is insane. I didn't really get, I don't know, a good amount of sleep. But you don't have to do it when you're sleeping, I guess. Whatever. But
Yeah, I don't like I'll put like my foam rollers in and go to bed. I find that kind of comfortable. You know what my mom used to put my hair in rags when I was a kid quite a bit because I am in Little Women.
yeah. I mean, it's the same like principle, you know?
Yeah. But I just think it's so funny when people are like, heatless curls. I'm like, that's what your grandma's been doing. Your grandma's been fucking with heatless curls for a long time.
For a long time. Anyways, it was easy. It took me literally 5 seconds, and it's a good dirty hair thing.
Great.
That's all I wanted to say about that.
Audio medium.
Okay, I can't tell you all that I'm looking good. I'm looking great. You're gonna see the
I just like it.
reel.
I like that you're gonna communicate
My
like a soft. Yeah, I mean it's great. Happy for you.
happy for me.
Are you gonna make it content?
Oh no, we're gonna get there, but not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm excited for this episode because we were like, look, we have so much to say, and we've had to like shut each other up. Be like, no, we gotta talk about that on the pod. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't know. But you were away, and then what'd you do? You got sick?
I got sick. We passed it back and forth, Jack and I, and eventually got better. And here we are.
Great.
That was my break. What'd you do?
It was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like this year was like a very relaxy Christmas for us, like in comparison to other things, but it was not that in practice. Like it's still fucked up. Like it's still weird.
Yeah.
People's emotions are still running high. Yeah. Like and I was like, this is crazy. Like this is still why is it like this? And it made me think too, there's no escaping it.
Oh, it's like weddings. You know?
There's no escaping
it's like
it.
No matter what version you do.
Yeah.
It's hell. Like even if you're waking up, your fantasy of waking up in a hotel room
that's what it
alone.
made me think. I was just like, I don't think that there's like
No,
a
there's not.
cool thing. So yeah, I don't know. It was fine. Like, you know, obviously I got into it with like multiple family members at multiple different points. But also I kind of feel like, you know, whatever happens at Christmas, like whatever arguments happened between like December 20th and like January 2nd.
Yeah.
Void.
Void.
You know, like
Yeah.
it is what it is. So anyway, it was fine. And then we did New Year's with like the same group of people that I've been spending New Year's Eve with. Actually, I was looking at photos, same like group of friends since for like, I guess 15, 14 years. Yeah, I know. Same crew.
See,
I know.
I don't relate to this.
You know, there's been a different add-ons and
journeys.
You know,
yes.
Yeah, but I know, pretty funny, eh?
That's amazing.
Pretty funny.
Yeah,
so yeah, we did that. We did murder mystery.
Oh my god.
We did a murder mystery.
Who was it? Who done it?
It was a Wild West themed thing. I went into it being like, this is super. Have you ever done one?
No. I've done like a dinner theater murder. That's not the same thing, but like, do you know what I mean?
No.
Like I've like been in and attended when it's like a production and it's like dinner theater and it's like a murder mystery, but I've never like
that's fun.
Been to like
that might be more my speed, because I went into it being like, oh, I'm so excited, like this is like autistic heaven, like I got a script for the evening, and then like I had no idea what to do. I just felt like I had no clue what was going on. So I was just like, the game was like happening around me. And then like people were coming up to me and be like, do you have the thing? And I'd be like, I do actually. So I kind of felt like I was like, I don't know. It was weird. I think I was also like a key player. I don't know. It's a weird, it's a hard thing to do. I don't know. And you also have to like keep a bunch of information in your head. You have to like remember what you do remember. And then you have like capabilities, all this stuff. So it was fun.
Did you
dress
play Dungeons and Dragons?
No, I've always wanted to play though. I've always wanted to play. My friend Heidi, who like hosted, she does a lot of that. Like she used to play Dungeons. I think she's like a DM actually.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So anyway.
Wow.
But yeah, we did murder mystery. Terribly confused the entire time. But that's just like my state of life. So yeah. But it was fun.
Great. 2025.
So weird. I also feel like I'm like too old for New Year's now. That was my takeaway. I'm like, okay, we've been doing this for like 14, 15 years, guys. Yeah. We got to pack it in.
What are we doing?
We were even reminiscing too. There was like 1 year that we had like just hung around and watched a movie instead. Yeah. And we're like, oh my God, that was so fun.
Because that's what everyone secretly wants to be doing. Everyone wants to be.
Well, and like I'm sure you would maybe feel, yeah, bye, Jack.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening.
He's just rolling away. It's so funny. Crawling on the ground. He's crawling now. Good boy.
This is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. New Year's.
Okay, this is a great transition. New Year's, 2025. Do we believe in a new year? Do we believe in a fresh slate? Do we believe in this nonsense? Do we believe in goals, resolutions?
Okay, you know what I'm over?
Did I just say revolutions? Or did I say resolutions?
I don't know. I wasn't listening. I'm eating this french fry. Straight up wasn't listening to you. Because I'm on to the thing I want to say.
Great.
You know what I'm going to chew this food and not be you. You know what I'm over? Everyone being like, it's not really the new year. Like, it's the Gregorian calendar says it's a new. I'm like, yeah, like, you're not the first white bitch to have that thought, man. Like, Lunar New Year, a whole thing. Yeah. Like, indigenous tribes, a whole thing. Like, Australia, it's the southern hemisphere. Yeah. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. Yeah. I feel like white women are just, like, constantly being like, here's this thought. I mean, that's, like, our whole thing. Yeah. You know? It's like, here's this thought. I'm the first one to have it. Shut up.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about all of this conversation.
Great.
I'm bored.
Bored.
Listen,
here, like,
give me the thing now. Here's actually how I feel. I think I'm feeling pretty like pessimistic and like cynical about the entire thing right now, and I think also had to do with my Christmas. I had a bad 2024.
Yeah.
I had a bad time.
Yeah.
And also like when you were like writing the notes, I'm like, we're not doing reflections. Like I literally don't want to. I think I do enjoy that typically, but I just like, I have no desire to reflect on 2024. It's a bad time, I will say, because whatever, this is a light entertainment podcast.
Questionable.
Question mark. Like professionally,
yeah,
I nailed this year. I had work published. I got into some shows.
Yeah.
Like we slayed the game. Personally, pee pee poo poo.
Yeah.
Pee pee poo poo time. So I just am like, I don't care. And my resolution is to regress.
Okay. Tell the people what
I'm
you
not
mean when you say regress.
Like no more self-care. I'm undoing the years of therapy that I've worked hard on. Villain mode. 2024 was my villain origin story.
Okay.
And 2025, she's gone rogue.
Give us a villain.
Yeah. Did I tell you this?
Character. No, quite literally. Right now. Who's your villain?
Oh.
Choose your
I don't know. All of them. Ursula's kind of great. Well, because Ursula's divine. I like them all.
Ursula's good for you.
Cruella is spooky.
She is.
Who are villains?
Well, I mean, we could go Disney.
Oh my god, him from Powerpuff Girls. Do you know?
Oh yeah,
him from Powerpuff Girls. That's terrifying.
This is what I'm saying. I mean, we could go like Disney. We could go pop culture. We could go like Greek mythology.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was just curious. What?
No, I don't have like an archetype in mind. I just fuck off.
Yeah. Okay. So self-care.
Out.
Great. Taking care of ourselves.
Out.
Done.
Yeah. I'm over it. I give it a whirl.
Yeah. Is there like a is this mean like you're gonna be like super indulgent? Does this mean you're gonna be like?
No, I'm just denouncing personal growth.
Okay. Great.
I don't have a game plan for it. This is as far as I got.
I mean,
that's my only goal.
I'm just asking questions. That's all I'm doing. I'm just wondering. I'm just curious.
So that's how I feel about New Year's.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like the boring thing. It's like the boring when we did the wedding episode the first season and you were like, this stupid argument of aren't weddings but just what did you say? That was so funny.
An exchange of a goat?
Like again, like that kind of like, okay, really? We're talking about this? Like that kind of like boring go-to. Yeah, I'm kind of over that. Especially because it's like with any of these things, I'm like, yes, and we live within this context and we can't ignore
exactly.
The context. Like
and that's what I was thinking about with like the whole break as well. I was like, okay, like there's like this 2 weeks of the year. And I think it's like a joke, right? It's like, we don't know what day it is.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
blah, 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 all of the things. So it's like, how could you, I don't know. It's just it's a funny time. It's rare that so many people in the world are having like the same experience at the same time, regardless of what you're celebrating. Like the dominant culture in many, I wouldn't even call it the dominant culture. You know what I mean? It's a hard thing to talk about, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Like a lot of people are experiencing the same kind of moment in time and our reaction to it is the same. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, that's kind of interesting actually.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. And I also am just kind of like, I don't know. I feel very bored lately. I was telling you this the other day. I just am like, everything everyone is saying, everything I'm reading, I'm like just like bored. Like, And I think that that's how I know that like I need to be doing other things, right? Like I need to be making stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a rough 2024, so I totally understand. I totally understand. I feel like 2024 for me was like I was like restabilizing a lot of things in my life. And like that was hard fucking work. I did a lot of work in 2024. But you know, here we are.
We crossed the threshold. We made it to the other side. What more can you ask for?
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with like believing in ourselves. And I think that, so like if you get to this like time of 2025 or a new year and you need to like write something on a fucking list for the year so that you can believe in yourself and trust yourself and whatever, like who cares? Like what are we like,
I think that's maybe what I'm saying is like I'm just exhausted by everyone's fucking hot takes. Like sure, start the new year whenever you want. Like I have a friend, she's like, my new year is my birthday. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like shut up. Touch grass. My God.
Yeah,
the like what about
me-ism
is so
yeah. What are we focusing on and like what really matters exactly? Yeah.
Anyway,
I will take us down 3 highlights of 2024 for Do You Ever.
Yeah, I said to Jacqueline, you get a moment.
I get a moment of celebration.
Okay, fine.
Okay. I feel like 2024 was like the year for Do You Ever that we were like,
I know.
Let's go.
I was thinking about that as I was making my lunch today. I was like, because this is year 4 of the pod, which is insane.
Wild.
That's crazy.
I know.
Well, like we're going on year 4.
Yeah.
I actually can't believe that, which means I just think about this all the time. Your dad at your wedding, like shouting out the pod during his speech. Hilarious.
I think honestly, my dad doing that it's probably going to be like in the top 5 things that my dad like ever does for me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that's what's going to go down as, because I felt
probably one of the top 5 things your dad's ever done for me.
I felt
like
I felt so seen by him.
It was so sweet.
It was so sweet. I might cry. I felt so seen by him when he did that. Because literally we hadn't even been doing the podcast that long. He hadn't met you. He had no relationship to you. You hadn't met me in person
Yeah,
yet.
I know.
And he said that. It was very sweet. Anyways, moving on.
So funny. I know we've been doing the pod for a bit, but like I was saying to you, you've just been full-time. We've just really took Do You Ever full-time in May.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy. And we both were like, all right, let's do this. I don't know. I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad we did it. I'm really proud of us. We did a retreat last year, which was incredible. What else did I have? Oh, we saw each other 6 times.
Okay, so that's 50% less than the number that you said to me yesterday.
I said 9 out of the 12. I was actually meant 6 out of the 12.
You're like, we saw each other every month last year. And I was like, no we didn't.
I don't know why I felt like that. But I was like, I mean, we did
see each other
fast,
a lot.
But we did. We saw each other April.
And a lot of them were just, what was it? August, September, October.
November, December.
November.
It was the last time.
I don't think I saw you in October.
No, you didn't see me in October.
Yeah. But you did see me in November. That was really funny. November, December
twice. Exactly.
I was like, twice.
Yeah. There was a lot towards the end of the year. So funny.
That's funny. That was so fun. Okay. We didn't, I was actually thinking about this. We did a whole pod for your wedding, which will be the thing that whole Phoebe says at my death. Yeah, I'll be like my obituary. Bitch. Jacqueline. How many times do we have to do a post-mortem on your wedding? I can't believe you dragged me through this. Anyway, but I was like, oh my God, we never did my birthday episode.
No, we never did a post-mortem.
I don't want to, but I just thought it would be funny.
Okay, never mind.
Like, because it's like, we did the wedding episode. We have to do the birthday episode.
Find your equivalent. Yeah. Oh, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was okay. We went on a retreat. What else happened in 2024? Phoebe turned 30, which is a very big deal.
Turned 30, babes. I feel younger than ever.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I actually feel younger. My sister and I were talking about this.
Really?
She's like 27. I'm like, that's so old. I'm so young. You know?
That happens. I think you feel really old.
You feel really old?
And then you feel like, oh, I'm supposed to be this age.
I really can't wait to be like 33.
Get ready.
I can't wait.
It's exciting.
It's going to come by so fast. Anyway.
Yeah, it does.
You're like 2 years older than me. It's so funny when you do this. You're like,
it goes by so fast.
All my aged wisdom.
It goes by so fast. I'm not even 33 yet. I'll be 33 in May. Yeah, I feel like when I turned 30, I felt the same way. I was like, this is the age I was supposed to be my entire life.
Yeah, I feel like I've been like in my late 30s, honestly, my entire life. So I still feel very fresh and young.
Yeah, totally.
And even like, and it's also so funny now, just age. I remember my mom's, must have been her 40th birthday. Mm-hmm. And I remember thinking, oh, that's old. And now when I meet someone, they're like, hi, I'm 40. I'm 42. I'm like, you fresh, Daisy.
I know, exactly. And also,
like, it's so funny.
Literally, that's what's happening, though, too. Like, we're in it. We are growing up in a time where people live longer. You know what I mean? So, like, 40 is the new 30. 30 is the new 20, et cetera, et cetera.
Anyway.
I'm, like, doing math now. You. I'm like, am I 2 years older than you?
Well, you're, like, because you're, what, 92?
Yeah, May 92.
It's because my birthday's so late, right?
Yeah.
So it's like 2, however many months, 4.
You're 94.
Yeah.
I recently learned that millennials wait, what am I thinking of? Gen Z.
Gen Z, they're like 96 or something.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I was like, I had no idea. And then I was thinking about my friends that are 94. All my friends that are 94, they do touch Gen Z more than I do, even if it is a few years. Like, think about, like, Kiefer's 94. I feel like you and Kiefer kind of have the same, like...
Okay, you know but I mean? Like we've just discussed, you've been in your 30s your entire life, so it's not my fault that I just bring a youthful glow to the situation.
I've literally never done anything that you're supposed to do in your 20s. Like, yeah.
This episode is brought to you by the Do You Ever Academy. We are currently enrolling for our 2025. I was about to say 2024. Whenever I goof up like that, I always go in my head, wickedly talented adult disease. Anyway, we're currently enrolling for our winter 2025 class outside cohort. The world needs your art now more than ever. Like now more than ever, for real. We know your creative process is your secret superpower that will unlock your confidence to show up for your art and share it with the world. Let's uncover what your creative process can do for you so you can create, launch, promote, pitch, audition, share while honoring yourself, your pace, your secret recipe, and showing up confidently. Showing up as the beautiful artist you are will create the change you want to see in the world. Class Outside is 3 months of coaching plus a retreat in the beautiful Hudson Valley. We are heading to a lovely cabin in the woods. Quite literally, cabin vibes, think fireside chats. You know, there's lots of other details that come in with Class Outside and what you learn and what we do together. But ultimately, being together with other artists and gathering and sharing in the, do you ever feel like this is really hard and weird and blah, 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 is why we created Class Outside in the first place. And we would love to have you join us. For more details, you can visit the link in the description or jump in the comments below on Substack. We would love to hear from you. Class Outside begins in January of 2025. I actually said it right this time. We would love to see you there. Okay, back to the episode.
What else are we going to say about 2024?
Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, no, go ahead.
No, go. What?
In this New Year's time, yes, that funny little time, I've been cleaning, deep cleaning my place because I want to move this year, and I'm trying to get rid of stuff in preparation. I found the last piece of American Apparel wear that I have.
Oh my God.
I should have brought it. I should have brought it to the pod.
You should.
It's in the other room. It's this little bandeau thing. It's a sock is what it is that I wore running around downtown Toronto. I cannot believe that I left the house wearing this thing. But I was because I was going through my socks and underwear, and I was about to chuck it in. this bag. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to throw it out. Like, this is a relic, you know?
I never owned any American Apparel.
You never owned? I had like, because that like, it's, the bandeau is the same pattern as like the, like black and white, like, do you remember the like shorts that everyone had and like the top? It was like this black and white, like crisscrossy kind of like pattern.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when like the Aztec print was like the trend.
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah. And so I had my little bandeau. I had like, it might have been like a peplum top.
Oh.
From them, which is, it made me feel so old pulling this thing out. Yeah. Just being like, I am an aged millennial.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And I had one other thing, and I'd like saved up all my money because it was fucking expensive.
Yeah, I think that's why I never owned anything in American Apparel, because it was like college year. I had like no money. Like no money.
I walked by, I walked and worked I worked next door to the American Apparel. I think it was on like Yonge Street or on Queen Street. I can't remember. There was like maybe 2 locations, and I would walk by it all the time when I lived downtown. And it was like, also I went to art school. Like everyone was wearing American Apparel. I was like,
yeah, totally.
I remember going to this. We're just doing age. Right. I remember going to a party in university the year that Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball came out. And because she wore all American, it was like the Terry Richardson guy shot that music video.
Yeah.
And, well, and everyone like at this art school party, it was like the night of 1,000 Mileys, you know?
Whoa. Oh,
and they're like American Apparel.
Scary.
Guys, gals, non-binary pals, everyone alike, all dressed as Miley. Yeah.
Wow. Wild.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
that was like a total tangent.
That the other 2024 thing. I was curious to know what was our most listened to episode.
Oh yeah,
in 2024. And this is based on what I could find because we've switched some things around. But
I was gonna say, how do you even look at that?
I looked at Apple Podcast, and I looked at...
Oh, you kind of did like an average?
Yeah, I did like an average, and I looked at Substack.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know what the people loved?
What?
Everything is Theater.
Of course they did.
That?
You little freaks.
That was...
Of course they did.
That was the most listened to episode.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Averages. Isn't that great? I feel like the question for today is, do you ever feel like yapping? Do you ever feel like talking?
Okay, I'm actually really pissed because I had the question for today and it flew out of my butt.
Okay, great. Well, if it comes to you.
I think the question of today is more like, do you ever feel like maybe just like we were saying, like dipping your toe in to the new year? Because I want to talk about our ins and outs, you know?
Yeah. Okay, great. 2024, dipping our toes in. Oh, wait, the Globes. There's so much to talk about.
Oh, wait, yeah, you wanted to talk about Golden Globes.
You didn't watch.
I have a confession.
You don't care.
I don't care.
You don't give a shit.
Listen, but that's not to say I won't talk to you about it. But I just feel like...
You don't care. You are not...
Your love of awards season...
You don't care.
I don't care.
Here's what I've realized about... Well, I recently realized this about our friendship. You and I have not been friends for that long. And so... You and I still feel like I'm navigating and figuring out like who you are as a friend to me, like what I'm supposed to bring to Phoebe versus other people. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you do that. You figure that out in like as your like friendship goes. And I'm learning award show stuff. No.
Does Grady like award show stuff?
No.
Yeah.
Grady doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. If we go by that logic, I literally would never speak to you. So
that's funny.
We would have a once-a-month chat if that's. And honestly, might
work for us.
Might be what we need. might make a lot of sense. Maybe we're doing it wrong by talking to each other.
I just. Like I said, it's not that I won't talk to you about it, but I just like, I don't have anything for you.
No, I know you don't. Well, you do have The Substance. You did say I have to go watch The Substance.
You have to go watch The Substance. Yeah, I only watched it the other night. I've been dying to see it since it came out. But I like horror. I'm terrified of like body horror stuff.
It's scary.
Like that is, I feel like a lot of stuff doesn't. I feel like I should preface this. Like I don't really like junky horror movies. Like my friends love to they love to put those on when we hang out. I hate those. Yeah. I just find them boring.
Yeah.
Classless, you know? But like same. A good, I just don't like those. I just think they're dumb. Yeah. But like, I went and saw Nosferatu the other night. Like that was great.
You did?
Oh yeah.
How was Lily?
You know what? Okay. I went to go see it because Simon loves that shit, right? Yeah. And he was so excited. Is it? Who's that guy? Who's the director? He did like The Witch. He did the something house. What's it? What are those? The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
He did some Viking one. I can't remember.
Know.
Is it Roger?
I thought
something.
Maybe.
I can't remember. Anyway, so Simon loves those, and I was like, sure, I'll go see it with you. I swear to God, you had to be autistic to get in that theater that night. I was like, it's a meeting of my people. We are all here this evening. It was very funny.
That's funny.
It was very funny. But yeah, it was not super. That kind of stuff's not really my jam. I would probably watch it. I recommend it. It's like interesting. But I was impressed.
Really?
How much I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the costuming was amazing, and I thought Lily Rose Depp, I was like kind of annoyed at some when like the characters appeared. I didn't know anything about it other than like obviously I know the story, right. But I didn't know like whatever. It's like a very close remake. Like I've never seen the original. I've seen Bram Stoker's Dracula. I love that movie with Winona Ryder and oh my God, what's his name? Holy fuck.
Was it Colin? Oh my God, what? Hold on.
Keanu Reeves.
Thank you. Jesus.
Keanu Reeves and what's his name? The other guy. He's a Wooster Group guy.
In Dracula?
He plays Dracula. Holy fuck. Something Gary.
Oh, Gary Oldman?
Yeah.
Slow Horses. Watch it.
Okay.
You won't like it.
Anyway.
But people listening, watch it.
Anyway, whatever. Seen that. I love that movie. I love that movie.
It's good.
That's Coppola, right? Anyway. So anyway, yeah, I was like a little bit kind of meh when it started, like some of the casting, because I was like, oh, Nicholas Hoult, whatever. Like, and then Lily Rose Depp showed up and she's like, you know, her nipples are pointing through a little gown. And I'm like, oh my God, are we seriously going to do this white waif thing? And I was like, you know, it's good casting for what it is, blah, blah, blah. She fucking delivered. She proved me wrong.
Yeah.
She is a talented gal.
Oh, yeah.
Her, like, physicality. Like, one, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, this is kind of good casting because it's, like, doing what it needs to do. Right. And then, like, her physicality, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
This is good.
I think that Lily Rose Depp has been trying to do, like, the things that she shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? I'm like, you're a little freak. Like, you're a little, like, you know what I mean?
imagine it must be a hard thing to navigate.
Yeah, especially when you look
right
like
now.
that, too. Like, where do you put her? Like, you know what I mean?
I know. Your dad being your dad in that industry, it's just like.
Exactly.
Anyway, but I thought everyone did a really good job. I thought Emma Corrin, is that their name?
Yeah, she's great.
They were like, you know, supporting role or whatever. I could have done with like 5,000% more.
Really?
Because I just love them. Just a treat, you know?
Emma. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're great. I was thinking.
And then Aaron Taylor Johnson, who my heart will go on for Aaron Taylor Johnson. Oh, yeah. And I kind of, like, my love was revived. Aww. Like, I forgot how much I loved him, and I'm, like, a bit down bad for Aaron Taylor Johnson right now. Ugh. And then Nicholas Hoult was like a weaselly little freak. You know, he was like a little cuck. Yeah. So, and he did a great job.
Look at that.
What if you got cucked by Nosferatu? That's such a bummer.
I don't know.
Me in 2025.
Okay, well, I guess.
Nosferatu.
I guess I have to
Anyway.
watch that now, even though
It's good.
I get scared at like the scary. Like I'll probably won't like it. I'm very
You, it's not like too.
I don't like suspense.
No, I wouldn't call it suspense, but it is. I mean, it is like the devil.
Yeah, no,
you know. I know you don't like that stuff. But it is
school.
I know. It's funny. My hairdresser is like an old school, like Hamilton Italian, like good Catholic boy. And I was like making jokes with him about, I was like talking about like the witch in particular. And I was like, the devil's come to get you. And he's like, stop.
Nope.
That's a bummer.
I know.
Yeah, it's really good. The costuming was
I'm sure the
amazing.
costume was incredible.
And like the set was so good.
Yeah.
I really loved it.
Okay.
It was really beautiful.
I'll try it, and I'll try the substance.
But the substance is so fucking good.
Demi Moore gave a great speech about winning the substance, which that in and of itself will have me probably watch it. But I'm excited. I mean, I love Margaret, as you know. I just haven't gotten around.
You'll die. I can't believe you haven't seen it yet.
I'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good, honestly, like for you, you'll enjoy watching that like on a Saturday morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's, oh my God, I'm going to shut up.
I can't wait.
It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good.
I cannot wait.
It feels like one of those movies that I can't believe it was like, it got made.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many of those right now.
Yeah, that people are just like sneaking under executives. Like, I don't know what cut executives are seeing and then like what they're like. It's, I don't know if it's something like that, but that's what it feels like. I'm like, oh my God, it's like just so on the nose that I'm like, how did you? And I also don't know. I think it's funny that she won because it's like, I think we watched it we watched it on like Saturday. The Globes are on Sunday. And I was like, how could you like be in that room and be like, yes, this was a good film. Like all of these like, I don't know. Like her accepting that speech in the same room as like, the fucking Steve Jobs, like, and all these fucks. Yeah. So anyway.
I mean, that's why people say things like, I've been told by people in this room that I'm a popcorn actress. Like, and like what she said. Yeah. In which I live for those moments. I live for those moments. Like,
I'll go watch it.
I live for the moments like when Quinta Brunson got up and talked about Abbott Elementary and was like, there are people in this room who didn't want this television show to be made. Like, I was like, yes. Like,
I love that.
So good. Speaking
I
of
love that.
Women doing great at the Golden Globes, Nikki did a really good job hosting.
I'm glad.
Really good job hosting. And I think it's funny, right? Because there's been this like,
she's stunning.
Oh yeah. And
she's
hilarious.
Stunning. I mean, she's hilarious, but I'm like,
so funny.
Like every time I see her again, I'm like, oh my God.
I know. I was so happy that she did such a good job. I mean, her opening monologue was great. For a while, it's been like a thing with the Golden Globes where it's like, this isn't a real show. Like, the Golden Globes are never going to be back. Like, they're terrible. Blah, 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 blah. I am pissed that Viola Davis was not acknowledged.
Yes,
live.
I know. I know.
And we only so far have gotten a small clip, but I've been in my friend Anthony's DMs who works for the production company that puts on the Golden Globes.
You're getting the raw?
And I'm like,
you're getting the raw?
You better send me this, please. I was so mad. What is with all these like little events? I don't like it.
Well, I think they started doing that because of COVID, right?
COVID and time.
Yeah.
Which I get, but like, goodness gracious.
I think it's kind of fucked up. Like, it's the same thing. Like, I have family that works in the industry, right? And they were really rightfully so upset when, production was taken out of the cast from like the Oscars and stuff like that, right? And it's like, also, I think it's so dumb. Like, I don't think executives realize like how, like, my entire family would watch.
Oh my God, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
When my, like the, cinematography crew is up for like an Oscar. So it's like you're losing like a couple hundred viewers.
You're losing like all these people who like really actually give a shit about movies.
Yeah, and like run that, like that is is moving the needle. That movies. Who's working.
Yeah, that's who's working. That's who's killing themselves. Exactly. Okay, so that was incredible. I thought she was amazing. And then also I was so happy Ali Wong won. If you haven't seen
Which she win for?
Lady yet, her most recent stand-up, You have to
Oh,
watch
her
it.
stand-up. I haven't seen it yet. Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's so good.
Okay, I'll watch. I've been trying to keep the vibes light.
Yeah.
Not even light. Just like I'm trying to laugh more.
Yeah.
And so I've been watching a lot of stand-up lately.
Mhm.
I watched a lot, except for my brain. You know.
I know.
I'm like working.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna name names. Maybe I will. Alana Glazer. I watched her latest stand-up,
and I watched it.
I was like, this is not. I mean, not that she's not entertaining. I thought it was like a good storytelling night.
yeah.
I thought it was like
The whole
I was like,
business about renting the porn house. I was like, where are we going? Why does this matter? Whole thing should have been cut. Like, this needs to be cleaned up. I'm so confused. Like,
I know.
This is not smart.
But here's the thing with me and my brain. I see that shit and I go, I could write a better 1 hour.
Well, yeah, of course you could. You should watch Ali Wong.
Oh, well.
And then
a good one I watched is Rose Matafeo.
Oh yeah.
I love her, but she's got a new special that I highly recommend as well.
And Amelia Perez is on my list. I have not seen Amelia Perez. It also it won like everything, which let's go.
I don't know that name.
It's on Netflix. It's about the story of like the
E or M.
E. Amelia Perez. It's a story of like, I want to say they're like a lawyer. It's like this like Mexican...
it's okay. I thought we were talking about stand-up stuff.
Oh, sorry, no.
Like,
I went back to the clothes.
This?
I went back to the clothes. Sorry.
It's what's her face? I love her. Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, she won. Apparently,
she's also stunning.
This is what I mean. Amelia Perez, Baby Girl, The Substance, all these shows, these movies that exactly.
Am dying to see Baby Girl. I can't believe that you're allowed to go to a theater and see that.
I'm excited.
In public.
I love that that's where we're headed in life. I'm happy about it.
More of that. I can't. Actually, bought new boots the other day. They said cougar on them. I said, I can't wait. Yeah.
Wait.
Hold on. When I'm 50, forget about it.
Wait.
I can't wait to get old.
Oh, I know.
Oh, and when you get to the end of The Substance, I can't wait to turn into The Substance.
Oh my God, I'm so excited now to watch this movie.
Oh my God, I can't wait to just become like nothing. Like I wish. Okay, what? What do you want to say?
No, go right ahead. Please tell everyone how you want to die.
I'm like so sick of having like a body.
No, I know.
That I am in. Yeah. Like I want to be nothing, and I think you are nothing when you become like an old, especially as a woman, like an old woman. Yeah. Like your body's nothing now. Yeah. Nobody wants. It's like finally yours. You know. So
anyways, all these movies, which I don't know if you know anything about Baby Girl, but fascinating origin story.
Well, it's like a touch on the true side.
Oh, it's very much a true story, which is like very exciting. And the writer, God, I love her. What's her name? And by love her, I mean she's the interviews I've seen of this movie. I don't know that much about her. I don't know how to say her name.
She's Swedish, isn't she?
I thought she was French.
So the writer-director of The Substance is French, which is great.
Oh, Helena is Dutch.
Okay,
anyways, so we've got The Substance. We've got Amelia Perez. We've got this Dutch writer, Helena. Like, we've got these women that are coming in and are being like,
women.
This is Hollywood
2025 is for women.
Yeah, exactly. I was really excited about it. About everybody who won. I can't wait to see Baby Girl, especially since I found out that that's like Helena's story. And she was like traveling around and this guy at a bar that she's never met.
The glass of milk?
Sends her a glass of milk.
What?
Crazy.
I got chills.
Okay. Anyways, that's my, that's the Golden Globes.
Okay, because we're talking about things that we like. This is what I got into this is what happened at the end of my 2024. Doechii. I'm going to send you this tiny desk. Have you seen? Have you heard?
I've heard.
Are you aware?
I've saved it, but I haven't watched it yet.
I have never gotten into something so fast in my entire life. And I feel like that's really saying something for me. I am so fucking obsessed. I think I'm going to do an artist study on her because she's incredible. She is a fucking master of her craft. So like new rap, well, not really new also. Like she's been like up and coming for a long time, but like this new mixtape of hers is just incredible. Highly recommend. Put the Tiny Desk on. Jack will love it.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll love it.
And she's somebody who, so go listen to the Tiny Desk and then watch the Colbert performance. Incredible. But I've just gotten into like a bunch of her interviews, and she's just like a master of her craft. Like she's a hip hop nerd. Like she is studied. She knows what she's talking about. And it's like it comes through in just her like lyricism. She said something fantastic. I'm gonna write an artist study about it. But she was like, I hate that people think of like rap and hip hop as like light music, and like if you want to say something like serious, you need to go like country, or you need to go like folk or something like that. And she was like, I wanted to say like I wanted to tell you my story, but like through the medium that I love. And like, and it's like also, you know, rap's origins or like honesty. You know, and she's like, people think of it. It's become, exactly.
Of like, you know,
honestly, she sounds
like
she sounds like MF Doom and like Busta Rhymes and like Erykah Badu had a baby.
What? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
like it is
interesting,
delicious.
Okay.
So I highly recommend.
She's from Tampa, yeah. She's from Florida.
Yeah, she's from Florida. I've learned a lot about Florida through her music. I mean, America's so funny that way, right? It's like, well, but because it's so fucking big, like everywhere has like such like its own culture, you know? Like I have a couple of friends that live in Florida, and like one of them was talking about boiled peanuts the other day at the side of the highway, and I've like never heard of that before. Yeah. And then like, that's one of her Doechii songs. So anyway, it's funny.
Interesting.
Funny. So I highly recommend. That's the stuff that I've been loving.
Great.
Okay, but you want to do ins and outs now? You want to talk about the year?
Let's do ins and outs for 2024 and 2025.
Excuse me.
So you tell me your ins and outs.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you mine. I know we're going long, but.
Okay. Ins for 2025. It's short. I kept it short.
Okay.
Ins, bangs. Your gripe against bangs is your hairdresser's fault and your emotional state's fault. It's not Bangs' fault. And actually I kind of need your help on this. Do I get my full fringe again? I just grew it out.
I think you do, as long as it's
I think
long.
I do.
Don't go too
Why?
short.
Okay. You're just talking about your wedding photos. Don't be rude.
No. I don't even
you
think
are.
that
That
short.
is so pointed. I can't believe you brought it up
Wait,
now.
Wait. That's not what I actually think that's the length I'm talking about. Like, that's what I think they should be at.
That they were so bad at your
Were
wedding.
they really
like,
short?
That's when my hairdresser had just broken up with his girlfriend and he fucked me.
Oh, I meant like, don't do like baby bangs. That's what I meant.
No, I've never done that.
Oh, okay, great.
But I like that for the girls. You know, if that's for you, I love that.
I do too.
But like bangs are in 2025.
Yeah.
But also I can't decide if I want to put some color in my hair. I'm just bored with my hair.
Okay, great. Change the hair.
In is bangs. Okay. What's in 2025, girls? Sitting in a cafe. To-go cups are out. Sitting in a cafe is in. And just like having a sippy on the coffee. I've had enough. The French have it right. In French, emporter.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Ne pas de emporter. No. It's rude. It's fucked up. And if you do get a to-go cup, it's the jankiest cup you've ever had.
Or it's like
it's structurally
not from
unsound.
French coffee place. Yeah.
Yeah. What's in is responding to a text in 3 to 5 business days.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm
you
like,
know that this is the language I speak.
already like not. And you know what? I actually might not text you back. You know what's in? Not texting back.
Yeah.
I'm done. Stop texting me. Don't email me. Call. I'm the last. I'm the last of the millennials.
Yeah.
I feel like that wants to call, or maybe it's just a millennial thing. Call.
Oh, I love calling.
This is unrelated. I was listening to Mr. Brightside the other day, and I was like, "This song fucking slaps," and I'm so tired of the children not agreeing.
The children don't agree. I didn't even know that.
Think it's cringe. Shut up. It's a great song. You weren't there in 2005, so like be quiet.
Also, like,
you know,
everything is cringe when you're 20. Like,
Actually, oh, I forgot to write this in. You know what's in 2025? Like being cringe, but not in the way that people like the internet says like, oh, be cringe. I mean, like so much worse than that. I mean, like borderline, like you want to. If someone from high school were to check up on your Instagram, they'd be like, should they be institutionalized?
oh, hell yeah.
That is what I'm talking about when I say cringe. I'm also been thinking about just like posting a photo on my Instagram and like, you know, like of my coffee. Or like of a sunset.
Taking it
you know,
back.
taking it back.
Yeah.
Like this is our app
Revolution.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
I love it. Yeah.
I made a bunch of like 6-year-old man friends this year. And
Okay.
from my classes and stuff like that, like my writing classes, and they use Instagram the way it was meant to be
Originally
used.
intended.
And I feel like people might think I'm being like ironic or something. I'm not. I'm being so serious. I love the way that they post on Instagram multiple times a day to feed. I love it. I love it. I go looking for a post for a couple of days ago. I gotta scroll.
You gotta scroll.
So yeah, not responding is in for 2025.
Oh my God. That's so
Fantasy novels. I started reading, I can't remember what I was reading, and I'm like just so over the like white waif, like personality disorder, literary era that we're in. You know what I mean? And I blame Sally Rooney. So fantasy novels, stories with plot.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm into plot and I'm into world building.
Yeah. Layers.
Okay, and my last in is drama class. Girls, take a drama class, take a dance class. I don't care what it is. Go outside of your house, go into your community. You know? Anyway, those are my ins.
Okay.
It's short.
Great. Did you do your, or do you want to do your outs?
No, you do your ins now.
Oh, okay. Mine are really short too. So my first one is, this is like, I don't know. Okay. Resolve and getting right with myself. That's the
What does that
first one.
mean?
So it means, this is so funny because you're going to yell at me. It means like, if I make a decision to do something, I can't complain about it. If I choose my own destiny, I can't complain about it. And
you're talking about you're doing free will?
I'm doing free will. Yeah. I also think I'm just doing like, so there's this great Oprah, I think it's like a Super Soul interview with Maya Angelou. And she talks about, she has this great quote about saying no. And she's like, there's a place that you should keep really pristine and clean. And that's your like, if you say yes or no to something, basically like that, like keep that shit really tidy. And not in the sense of like this dumb, like, you should say no more, or you should say less more, or you should whatever thing. But like, if you make a decision, stick with your decision and learn from it and try to find whatever you can inside of it. Because, and this relates to an out, but
you can do both. You can do whatever you want.
Because you're going to so scream at me. This is so funny. Yeah. Like I have a beautiful, lovely life. And like, I can make things a problem. I can make everything a problem. I'm such a grumpus. I'm so negative. I am so about everything. And that's a choice. I mean, that's a little bit SSRI.
Okay.
But that's a choice.
But also it is.
That's a
but
choice.
Like, and also it's a choice. Yes.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
And so
I think like you and I really get to say
I was about to say that. Like I am of a place of privilege where it is a choice. And so with my other side of it is like, in is like getting right with myself, dealing with my own decisions, and the outs is like the grumpus, meaning look at this beautiful situation that you probably said yes to, and maybe you're finding things that you hate about it, but like find the positive in the thing. You know what I mean? Like
that's why I've been doing, like, that's honestly why I've been like, what are funny things? Like, what are
Yeah.
things like your brain? It's not even just like, okay, whatever, all of the stuff about, oh my God, negativity bias.
Mhm.
Like, it's a survival instinct for your brain.
Right.
But also like, okay, you need to train the inverse.
Exactly.
And so like I've been wanting to do that, like Harvard, I think, is it Harvard? Harvard does the happiness course.
yeah, the positive
with
psychology.
Dr. Lori.
happiness course,
I've
yeah.
been wanting to do that, but I think that's like a bit much for me right now.
Yeah.
So I've just been trying to do the small versions of it. Like
Yes.
just like I write beginning my morning pages, 3 things I'm grateful for. Usually it's like
Yes.
coffee, blanket, dog.
Yes, exactly.
Just like basic.
I need to get back to that. I was doing that in 2023.
Yeah.
And I need to get back to it, basics, and like feed that, because that
Yeah.
needs to be fed. And like
Mhm.
because I am so sick of myself. I'm so sick of being in a beautiful situation and finding the thing that's wrong with it. And
Great.
I also know, I also know that like no one wants to be around that person.
No, I'm saying great because I am tired of going for dinner with that girl.
I know you are.
And I'm like, shut
I
up.
actually think like that's kind of we said we're not doing therapy. I think that's kind of my like lot in life. Like, you know how everybody's got a thing? Do you know what I'm saying? That they're constantly,
Oh, this is like, you're like Greek.
yeah, this is my like
Yeah.
thing. Is like
Yeah.
I
Love it.
have been frowning and screaming and crying since I came out of the womb, like literally.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And like that is so, it's so easy for me to be sadness. It's so easy for me to be like that. And I don't want to be like that. I'm going to try. So,
Slay.
in is, I didn't have another way to say this, but frugality.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
That's so funny you say that.
I know we're on the same wave. It's so funny. My third one is dance class.
Dance class. I think I wrote drama class. And you know why? I actually had written dance class down first and I was like, I did dance class.
Yeah, you did.
I've been doing dance class,
Mhm.
you know?
Oh yeah, you have dance class down. No, I need to go to dance class.
You need to go to
I
dance
need to
class.
go to dance class. I need to have leg warmers. I need to.
Because you know why?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you need leg
I
warmers.
need swishy trash pants.
And then frugality, you can just be chopping a sleeve off a sweater.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And 2-for-1 vest top.
I just like, and not even like, I think this is what I'm talking about with like feeding my creativity. I think I hate the whole like you have to struggle to like be creative thing or whatever. Like that's dumb. But I think like, for example, something as simple as like, okay, I've got all these ingredients in the fridge. How do I stretch this? How do I not waste my food and be creative with my thing or whatever? Like, that's kind of what I mean. Not even necessarily like spend less or like do a no buy, whatever, but just like notice those moments because I waste a lot, you know?
It's funny you say that because I've been getting those like no spend years on my like YouTube homepage. And I was like, oh, that would be interesting because I've been trying to save a little bit more.
Yeah.
But my thought, instead of like the black and white stuff is so compelling to me, I was like, oh, what if I stopped impulse buying?
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like a year of no impulse buying. If you buy something, it has to be like really, you know. Anyway,
part of the
it was a thought.
practice of 2025 that Jack and I did, because we did our planning, which y'all, whatever, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Is that I set like for each month, I was like, you can spend money on this. You know what I mean? Like I basically went back and I noticed like kind of how do I spend money like every month? Like what am I spending money on? Like do you know what I mean? And so I set like a category. I was like, okay, like you can't overspend on going out in January, but you can do this or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. And then dance class. I want to go to dance class. Those are my ins with an out. What are your outs?
What are my outs? I love it. Outs. Listening to TikTok sans headphones. Grow up. Who raised you? I've had enough.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh.
And you know what? And also 2-for-1, speakerphone in public. I don't want to fucking hear your conversation with your mother.
Yeah.
In the grocery store. What are you doing? It was insane. I was literally in the drugstore the other day. 2 different grown adult women on the phone, speakerphone. And I blame the Kardashians for this because I think they made it look chic. Yeah. You're not on reality TV, girl. Brenda, I don't want to hear your conversation with your
you're
mom.
not on reality TV and that whole store has not been bought out for an hour for you to walk through.
Why is it Tuesday at 8:35
I
p.m.
hear you.
and you're whinging on the phone?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Knock it off. Grow up. Okay. Artists feeling like they have to become influencers.
Mm.
If you're an artist and you want to be an influencer, slay.
Me. Yeah.
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 Slay.
But like,
If
be an
you-
influencer and call it that you want to be an influencer.
No, it's not even that.
Yeah.
It's all of this advice I keep seeing on the internet be like lifestyle content for artists.
Mm.
And it's like artists like feeling like that, like they have to be something else.
Mm.
I guess it's just our whole thing of just like artists feeling like they
Yeah.
have to
I hear you.
be something else. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Out driving. I've had enough. I'm over it. Quite frankly, I could go back to horse and carriages. Horse and carriage is so cool.
I literally said to Jacques yesterday, I can't believe I ever got a license. It's the worst thing I've ever done.
I actually kind of like when people are like, oh, like, you know, like 30 something that go, I don't have my license yet. Like, I'm embarrassed. Don't.
Yeah, it's like when people
Don't
are
do
like,
it.
I want to get a tattoo. I'm always like, no, don't do it.
Oh, I disagree. Get a tattoo. Get 7. I got a tattoo the other day.
I know you did.
And I won a tattoo too.
Oh.
So I'm going to go get another one.
Great. I love that. Yes. Horse
In
and buggy.
tattoos. But you know what your problem is with your tattoos? You didn't get enough.
Yeah.
Because I've reached the threshold in which, like,
Oh, yeah,
I got
go
your tattoos,
for it.
and then I just kept
Yeah,
going. Like, I think I got a tattoo like multiple times a year from the age of like 19 until the pandemic.
Yeah. No.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, there's no going back for me.
Cars out. Great.
Yeah, driving out. Out over explaining. I said what I said. I don't even know if I spelt it right, said it right, or if I mean what I said. But I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
No. I think it kind of goes with my like touch grass thing, especially on TikTok. I also, this is maybe something else. I've noticed post-election, the comment section, everywhere I go, people are being real crazy. People are being real crazy. The like TikTok that you're watching is not the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, you don't
it
even
down
know
and
who
walk
your
away.
captives are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the call is
Put it
coming
down,
from
walk
inside
away.
the house.
Put it down,
Yeah,
walk away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Break the wrist, walk away.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then lastly, boundaries out. Therapy speak out. I don't want to hear it. If your therapist, do you know how crazy you sound when you say my therapist said?
Oh.
That was like a joke in 90s like sitcoms. Stop it.
Stop it. Yeah.
Those are my outs.
Wow. Okay. I've forgotten in,
Oh, you've run in.
which is reading. That's like dumb. It's like dumb for me to say that.
No, your in can be reading.
But like, I mean,
I was looking at my
Yeah.
my library gave me like a graph the other day of like, and this is where I like read. I think I read like something like 40 books or something
Mhm.
like that this year, and it was like January. Like I think I read like 10 or something like that, and then like the last. Well, I mean, also my life's been crazy, but like the last
November,
like 5-6
December,
months,
yeah.
I've just read nothing.
Yeah. I would like to. Okay, so here's the thing. It's like so this. Okay, so in reading, because out is, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna say it is screens.
You got to find something away from. That's why you got to go to dance class.
So I got to go to dance class.
Yeah.
I got to pace my television too because, first of all, I can't keep up with the crap that's being made. Like whatever. That's. But also, if I'm gonna do Influencer 2025, and I'm gonna be
You gotta leave your
on
house.
my phone as much as I'm gonna be on my phone to like literally do that. You know what I mean? I have to be on your. You have to be like. You have to be on a screen to produce to do that. I need to just pace the screens. So like, yeah.
I so agree. Yeah, you got to have like that's the thing sometimes like oh, I'm going to do something that's just more screen time.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about buying a typewriter.
that's what I mean. Exactly.
You know?
Uh-huh.
I want to do paper job
Yeah, exactly.
in paper.
Yeah. So with that, I'm trying to do like, okay, we're going to watch a show till this point. We're going to read.
Mm-hmm.
Again, 2022 Jacqueline had a whole pace of life, and then it went and I mean 2022, not even 2023 or 2024. I mean 2022 Jacqueline had a pace of limited screens and reading that I would like to go back to 2 years ago. Okay, so that's an out. Is my screen. So many screens. And then outs are like overindulgence. Is that the right word? Like
Hedonism.
Because it's not even like pleasure is in.
What's the sin?
Are you talking about food?
Yeah. What's the word?
We've lost.
You're the Catholic. Isn't that you guys?
Yeah. I don't remember.
Gluttony. Is that what I'm thinking of?
Gluttony.
Gluttony?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is that what I want?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
gluttony.
but again, just with this sense of like frugality, right? Like, okay, there's so many moments where I'm like, I don't need this. I literally don't need what's in front of me. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, again, like, take a second. The call's coming from inside the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, go somewhere else, do something else, put it down, walk away. Yeah. Because I noticed in 2024 where I'm like, and so that means that maybe also too, I'll have all my teeth when I'm really old, because I know you are. Yeah, it's just like overindulgence, and like I don't even really mean like I think about food, but it's not even that. It's just kind of like,
I know what you mean. It's just like how,
like, do I need this?
I think it's asking yourself like, how much is enough?
Exactly. What is enough?
You know, I think that's maybe what I'm like kind of over right now, and maybe why I'm not really feeling like the reflecty mood, because it's like I don't really want to grow. Like,
oh yeah,
this would be nice forever, quite frankly. You know, and I just think like we could ask ourselves that in every respect.
Exactly. And again, very specifically us saying that. But you know what?
Yeah.
Over-explaining? Out. Phoebe's over it.
Out.
Nope. No.
Hey, yeah, there's other contexts that you and I don't have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
2025.
I actually meant to come with a song today and I didn't.
Carrie running through New York to see Miranda. What is that fucking stupid New Year's Eve song? What is it?
Are you talking about Old Lang
Yes,
Syne?
that's what I'm talking about.
That's not fucking stupid. Are you crazy?
No, it's beautiful.
It's
beautiful.
a heart-wrenching song of melancholy
song.
and war.
It's a gorgeous song. I just think we're using it a lot.
You know what? That one and Fairy Tale of New York, undeserved melancholy and emotional payoff in television and films.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work for it. Yeah, no,
I watched that Keira Knightley Dum Dum Netflix.
Black Doves.
Yeah, watch that. They play Fairy Tale of New York. You can't. That's not an emotionally stirring show. Don't play that song at me.
We watched that too.
You didn't deserve it. You don't deserve it.
We watched that too.
You know that boy? That boy?
Who?
That's Paddington.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. What's his name?
I didn't know that. He was great. Okay.
Yeah, he's great. Okay.
Bye.
We'll be back. We're back now, I guess. Okay, bye.
Thank you for listening to Do You Ever Feel Like, a podcast from Do You Ever Media.
Follow this chaos wherever you get your pods.
Our artwork is by Simon Pang.
You can write us at doyoueverpod@gmail.com
Learn more about our work at doyouevermedia.com.
or by following us at Do You Ever Media.
Okay, bye!
Okay, bye!